So what a lot of folks don't know is you should be changing these air filters fairly often, or at least cleaning them. The first thing I would say is in your installation instructions or your owner's manual, they're gonna have your recommended schedule on how to do those filters. For the Mitsubishi style, they recommend every 2 weeks, which a lot of folks may not even know they have filters in their unit, right? So what we wanna do is clean that filter, let the unit breathe. The better the unit can breathe, the better it's gonna perform for you. If you think that you're not getting good performance out of it, or you feel like it's not cooling or heating like it used to, one of the first things we're always gonna recommend is changing that filter out or cleaning it. So in this case, on the low wall unit, to get to this filter, to be able to take it out and remove it and wash it, there are 2 tabs on either side of this unit right here. When you depress them and pull forward, this whole front panel will tend to come to you. For better access, if you gently pull it a little bit further, the whole panel can come right out for you. Once that panel's out, you can see your 2 filters here, and they're definitely ready to get changed or cleaned. In this case, this small tab, if you were to pull it, will slide out of the track, and you can see that filter, definitely ready to get cleaned. We washed our filters, warm water, just back to front, nothing extra special with them. If they get really bad, light detergent, simple green, something like that, just to cut the edge off. But for the most part, if you're keeping up on them every 2 weeks, every 30 days, just some simple warm water, rinsed out back to front. To slide them in, you'll notice there's a couple of tracks right here. So what we would want to do is get that bottom filter into the bottom of the track, let it seat down, get that filter put back in the track, slide it down, click. So now the filters are clean, you can see right through it, you can see the coil, so you can see what that filter is going to try to protect. Front panel, again, we'll re-engage it down here, let it seat in, get the panel put back on. Once it's put back on, typically a damp rag or a damp cloth, you wipe the unit down, clean it off a little bit, and you're good to go for another couple of days. So cleaning a filter on a one-way sealing recessed unit, again, we want to get to every 30 days to every 2 weeks, we want to change these filters. So we're going to look at just simply depressing 2 tabs, allowing this grill to come down, and this filter will come out and pull out. If you look at it, it doesn't look all that dirty, but it is. Every 30 days, to get the best performance out of it, you should wash the filters back to front, warm water. And if you were to do that every 30 days, you're gonna get the best performance out of the unit and the best longevity out of it too. So we went ahead and washed our filters. Now we're gonna put them back in to that one-way recess unit. You can see they fit right inside the grill itself. So in this case, we're gonna take it, it says front right on that filter. So we're gonna position that filter up inside, and there's 2 little grooves that's going to accept it. And just like most Mitsubishis, you're going to hear an audible click. That lets you know that that filter is seated in and it's not going to fall out on you. And as we slide this up, you get it one more time. That lets you know the grill is recessed in. It's not going to come down on you. Now we have a ductless high wall unit, and we're going to go over how to change that filter. This Mitsubishi has our 2 tabs on the side that we're going to allow to release. And the panel itself will hinge up and hold itself up. You have 2 filters, one on either side. Push it up a little bit and let it slide out of the track. Most ductless manufacturers, and Mitsubishi specifically, is going to want to recommend every 2 weeks to clean these filters. You can see this one here is just about ready. We're going to go ahead and clean them. So we just washed our filters for this high wall ductless, and now we're going to go ahead and put them back in. We have 2 filters that we just washed, and we're going to find the track up at the top of that unit. Let that filter ride through the track, and you can feel it seat. Then we're gonna let it click in. That click lets you know that that filter's fully seated. We're gonna do the same thing with the other filter here on this right side. Slide it up, let it seat, align our tabs, let it click. Once the filters are in and they're clean, we're gonna simply grab the panel, give it a little bit of a pull, and now we're gonna let it seat. Once it's seated, just wipe it with a damp rag, and the filters are clean for another 30 days.